ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to the session on behalf of Managing Committee of Pimpri Chinchwad Akodi chapter, Ahmedabad chapter, and Baroda chapter. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and data science are the topic of general discussion among professional and scientific community. Most of us is having some understanding and some anxiety about the subject and want to understand the basics of same. So we are fortunate enough to have an expert like Dr. Purna Shankar with us. With this word, I again welcome you all and request to have a wonderful learning session. I request CMA Priyank Vyas to introduce the speaker and proceed with the session. Over to you, Priyank ji.
Good evening, madam. I am CMA Priyank, Chairman Baroda chapter. And today I welcome also our Honorable Secretary of WRC, CMA Mihir Vyas sir. Welcome, sir, Mihir Vyas sir. And Mahendra sir.
Thank you, Priyank bhai.
Mahendra sir also today RCM, but he is not there, I think. We can start. Dr. Purna Shankar has completed her MCA, MPhil Gold Medalist, and PhD Computer Science and MTech CSC. Currently serving as a professor and Dean Research and Development in India, Indira College of Engineering and Management, Pune. She is having a rich experience of 26 years in imparting technical training at postgraduate and engineering level. She has a granted patent and published 6 patents in the field of AI, machine learning, deep learning, and Internet of Things. She is an approved PhD guide in Savitri Phule Pune University and serving as a PhD examiner in various universities. She has published 38 plus research papers in national and international journals and conferences in ANN, AI, ML, data analytics, IoT, big data, etc. She has authored a book on business intelligence, the science of data-driven decision making. She has demonstrated history of serving as a vice principal, head of the department computer engineering, MCA, and basic engineering, internal quality assessment cell, coordinator, uh, member governing body, member college development committee, and board member at Indira Group of Institute, Pune. Conducted many faculty development programs and corporate training in artificial intelligence, ML, big data, IoT data science, Python, big data architecture, object-oriented analysis and design, UML case studies, outcome-based education, and virtual teaching and learning methodologies. Madam, thank you. Now you can start the session. We all are eagerly waiting for your session now, not taking much time. Please, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for the generous introduction. I would like to share my screen. Kindly confirm whether it's visible.
Yes, please.
Yeah, is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah, visible.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Warm welcome and good evening. I'm really honored to, address the galaxy of intellectual professionals. This is my first experience that I'm addressing all the cost accountants of India. And so let us have it as an interactive session rather than a one-way communication. In between, any questions you have, any doubts you have, or anywhere if I go wrong, please correct me. And once again, namaste to everyone. So let us start the session. Okay, so the topic given to me is demystifying, that is simplifying artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, so I would like to start with a small, a, a survey kind of. if you're attending from laptop, you can go to the website www.menti.com, MENTI, menti.com. Or if you're attending through mobile also, you can go to the website menti.com.
Thereafter,
So just I want to, I want to make it interactive, nothing else. So it will be asking you for a code. You can type 45934183.
One minute, madam.
four five nine three.
Yeah, it is visible on the screen. Is my screen visible, sir? The other screen, 45934183.
Okay, 418.
Yeah, is it visible? The screen
Yes,
is visible? Yeah. So I request all the participants to go to the site Menti, MENTI, menti.com. So it will be asking you a user code. You can type 45934183.
So 4593
4183.
418.
83. It is visible on the screen. You can see this.
Enter what now?
Yeah. So just I would like to hear from you. What do you understand by artificial intelligence? Maybe some buzzwords here and there you would have heard about it. Can you type those words? You'd be given 3 options there. Can you just type the words? If we
Anyone?
say artificial intelligence, what comes to your mind? I would like to know from you all. Anything, let it be right or wrong. We are not here to
Automation.
judge. Yeah.
Automation. Okay, then
Yeah. Just I want to, it is like a poll. I just want to hear from everyone what the people talk about artificial intelligence. Just I want to take a poll from
presented.
every one of you. I've given the link also in the chat box. You can click that link. You will be directed to the place.
It is intelligence through machines or system.
Yeah, exactly, sir. Can you just type it out in the menti.com website? So it would be asking you 3 options. You can type it and then say submit.
Presenter hasn't changed slide yet.
The moment you type it, see, it is all visible here. So someone says artificial intelligence is automation. It's a good technology. It is programmed intellect. Yeah, robot. Okay. Sentiment, laptop, programmed intelligence. Okay, man-made. Excellent. So there are 20, 30 responses. I think we have around 50 participants. So I will wait for another 2 minutes till you all type what you think about artificial intelligence. The moment you type it, see the responses are visible here. Out of 50 members, 31 of you have responded. So I'm just waiting for others to respond. Whatever comes to your mind when I say artificial intelligence, just I would like to hear from every one of you. Hope you are all able to answer. Yeah, 41 members have responded. How many are there in the group, sir? How many participants have joined? I
80
think
80 participants, madam.
80
plus.
participants. Okay, we will stop at 50. Yeah. I put the link in the chat box. You can click that link or you can type the code also. The code is 45934183. Yeah. So 44 responses have come. Another 6 I'm just waiting for so that I can continue my session. Yeah, 47 responses I could get. Hope most of you are attending through laptop.
Yes, madam.
Thank you. So it will be interesting. Okay, great. Yeah. So I got 50. That is, you know, more than 50%. I think out of 80, almost 60% of the people have responded. I'm glad about it. So what you all think about artificial intelligence? So whatever you have typed, it is visible here in my screen. Are you able to see the responses? May I get a reply?
Yes,
So
yes, ma'am.
I want some of you to unmute so that we can interact. I'll get a reply also from you all. Yes, sir. Vyas, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. So the people, the opinion, majority of the opinion, whatever you have said, that will be in bold here. So you see automation, it is in bold. Chat GPT, it is in bold. That means more than one member had written AI means chat GPT, AI means automation. All others have given their opinion like intelligence of pattern, or it can be machine enabled human being, or it is a credit digital answer, and it is innovative. Okay, so many answers people have given, right? Okay, so if you see, this is an interactive response system. Okay, so here also we are using a kind of analytics. What is analytics? You're taking a live data and you're projecting it. Right now, we are all in different geographical locations. Some of you are in Ahmedabad, some of you are in Vadodara, some of you are in Pimpri, and some of you are in Pune. See, all of you are typing. I'm able to get it immediately. So this is a kind of analytics. The power of AI is. Let us see what is AI from the beginning now. I'll just close this responses. Yeah, so thank you for your response. I'll come back to my presentation. Yeah, so in today's session, it is divided into 3 parts. So first, during the first part, we will be talking about what is artificial intelligence, the definition of it, the history behind it, and how it is different from the conventional program. Then we'll talk about some of the important problems that can be solved through artificial intelligence. And then we will see some case studies of machine learning and deep learning. So this is the agenda. So at the end of this session, you will be able to understand the AI concepts and then the kind of problems that artificial intelligence can solve. And then you will be able to write some of the rules for AI, then the applications of AI in business, and some generative AI concepts and prompts. Okay, so I want to give a statistics. Now I request everyone to mute. So in between, if my power goes off or any break in the internet, or you're not, if I'm not audible, please let me know. As of now, I think all are able to listen. May I get a response, please?
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So now I want to talk about the data. See, earlier we were talking about the paper, the kind of documentation we were generating, big files. You all are, cost accountants. You know the importance of the ledgers and files and all that. And also to make the papers, we are burning a lot of trees. So we want to be environment friendly. So we came up with the digital technology, right? In digital technology, we are not using papers, but we create a lot of e-waste. How it is, I'll tell you. We are creating a data flood every day. Though we call that our data is stored somewhere in the cloud, there is nothing called as cloud. It is a remote location where our entire data is stored in a hardware. If you just see Google's data center, it is around 100 acres of campus where huge machineries are used to store all our Gmail data. All our mails, our OneDrive, our photos, everything is stored there only. So we are contributing more to the e-waste. I would like to say that. So this is the statistics of 1 minute. So in the entire world, in 1 minute, there are 500 hours of videos are uploaded on YouTube. Entire globe I'm talking about. 1 minute, 500 hours of videos. People are uploading it. Okay. And then if we talk about Facebook, you can see 1.2 million pictures are being uploaded. If you talk about Twitter, again, it is somewhere around 34K of tweets that are happening in a minute. Again, in Google, it is 5.9 million searches happening in every minute. So whatever I'm saying, it is all about minutes. If you see Amazon, it is 442K. That is 44,000 orders Amazon is getting in a minute. So this is the kind of cryptocurrency that has been transacted in 1 minute. So what we are trying to say is in 1 minute, 500 hours of video, you imagine for a day, for a month, for a year, how much data we are contributing to, how much e-waste we are generating. So what I'm trying to say, all this data are stored in a particular place. That place is called as a data center. Though we call it as a cloud and we don't carry any physical device, but ultimately it is stored in a remote location. Second, sometimes there may be a chance that the data we may tend to lose the data due to natural calamity or maybe enemies attack. Like you all would have heard about September 11 attack, which has happened in 2001 and so. Yeah. So similar to that, if at all we get to lose our data, what will happen? So they create a backup also. At least two replicas they create. That means the same your Gmail account data will be stored in two more places. So you can imagine whatever data I'm showing you, the statistics, it is twice stored in some other places. So then you can see how much e-data we are generating. All this data, how we can convert into business. That is our main motto. Just by having somebody's mobile number and email ID, we can promote n number of businesses, right? So data plays a vital role. This data, which is generated from Google or from YouTube or from Facebook or from Insta, all other places, social media or Internet of Things, we call it as, all this data, we call it as big data. May I request everyone to mute, please? I'm hearing some background noise. Sir, admin sir, can you please mute everyone who are having admin rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. May I know your name, ma'am?
Deepa Joshi.
Yeah, Joshi, ma'am, please see to that
Yeah,
we are
sure.
muted. Yeah,
Sure, sure.
thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so this data is called as a big data. What is big data? The data which is
Hostel
in
Max
huge
Survey.
volume, which is created from social media like Facebook or from YouTube or from Instagram. Okay, or the email that we are creating every day. This is all a big data. Sometimes see, now we are attending the meeting through Teams, right? So this meeting is also recorded. It is also creating, contributing to the data, right? And people, they go live on Insta, people they go live on Facebook. So that is video streaming. Again, there we are contributing. Sometimes we are creating reels and we are posting on social media. So there also we are contributing to heavy data. So all this data together, we call it as a big data. Now there is a technology behind it, how it has to be organized, and what are the commercial values of it. Having the data, how well we can utilize. Normally, you all would have seen the moment you book a flight ticket, you will be getting some advertisements related to the car that you want it or not, related to the hotel staying, right? Have you all experienced that? When you book a flight in your email, you see that you're booking a flight. The next minute, you will be getting details about a car rental service or a hotel requirement. So how it is happening? Because
जेवढे मला सापडले तर मी पण आले.
ma'am, can you mute all, please? Joshi, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I
Madam, you are not audible. I think it is mute. It is mute.
Madam, please unmute your mic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, they would have muted all, so even mine is also muted. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the notification.
No, 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 ma'am.
Am I
I'm
audible?
I'm not muted you actually.
Yeah, it's okay, ma'am. No problem. So, am I audible now? Hello?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You
Yeah,
are audible.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, so we will talk about the knowledge pyramid. Most of us, if you see the pyramid, you will remember your Maslow's theory, right? Theory of fundamental needs, a food, a shelter, right? Roti, makhan, kapda. Same way, it is a knowledge pyramid. Whatever the bottom layer we have, it is the data. So what is the data? Data is a collection of facts and figures. See, in accounting terms, we can say every amount that is getting transacted from one account to another account. It is a kind of data, right? Once you formulate all this data, we are making a journal entry, then we are making some ledger postings, and then we are coming out with a P&L account or a balance sheet. So that becomes the information. Initially, the data is in a raw format. Once you modify it, you order it in a particular way by following certain rules, it becomes information. I'm just collecting all the attendees here who are here. Okay, their name, I'm just collecting example and their email ID. Then I'm sorting based on their experience or based on their location, like how many people have attended from Vadodara, how many people have attended from Ahmedabad, how many from Pune they attended. I'm sorting it. Then it becomes a information. And then I can get a knowledge out of it. How many experienced CMAs have attended, how many pursuing CMAs have attended, and who were more interactive. So I can get some knowledge about it. And then I can draw some inference whether my lecture is useful to the people. Are they liking it, or simply they put off their video? They just muted themselves and only for the attendance sake they are attending. Even that we can easily make out. So that is the inference at the end of the lecture I will be able to draw. And final state is our wisdom. What is a wisdom? The maturity level of the mind that directs the intelligence. Okay, let me ask a question. Some of you can unmute and speak. Whom do we say as intelligent person? Among all 80 of you, I just want to ask you a question. Anyone can unmute and tell who is called as an intelligent person.
One who has
Someone
all
who can give
knowledge.
correct answers to
Okay, correct answers to all questions. Okay, then anyone else?
correct answer to the right question at the right time, sir.
Okay, right question at the right time to the correct answers. Great. Anybody else? Anything?
Yes.
Any other question?
Those who can apply the
Who has all knowledge about subject.
Okay, who has knowledge about the subject? Great. Then
those who can apply the knowledge effectively.
apply the knowledge effectively. Very good answer. Very good answer. Any other definition for intelligence? Anyone?
Reply according to the situations.
Yeah, according to the situation.
Yeah, intelligence is a subjective term, which is a
Yes, sir.
combination of intelligence is a subjective term, which is a combination of curiosity, memory, creativity, and confidence.
Excellent, sir. So creativity, curiosity, memory, and confidence. Yeah. So I can tell a person who is intelligent, his ability to grasp the things very fast. He is responding to our queries, right? And he is able to solve any kind of problem, right? So whatever you all said, it is absolutely fine. Right. Okay, so what is AI all about? So AI is a branch of computers which is focusing on automation. Some of you rightly pointed out when I asked the buzzword of AI, you all said automation. It's very correct. So human being is the most intelligent species in the world, we can say, not machine, only human being. Okay, as you all said right now, understanding, the person who is able to understand what we talk, a person who is able to solve the problem, a person who has a common sense. Common sense, as someone said rightly, the right answer at the right time for the right question. And the person who is able to infer the things correctly. What is inference? I'll give you an example. Okay, so please observe carefully, all of you. Inference. What is inference? I'll give you two sentences now. You have to frame the third sentence based on my input. Okay, please listen. First sentence. Okay, all lions are ferocious. So you all know lion is a king of all animals. Okay, all lions are ferocious. Okay, second statement. John is a lion. Okay, John is a lion. So based on these two statements, what do you infer? What is the third statement you can make out of it? Anyone? Yeah,
John
someone
is
has right.
ferocious.
Yes, exactly. Someone has rightly put on the chat. Again, congratulations.
Yes.
You're all very active participants, really. Great. So John is ferocious. That is what we are inferring. Excellent, excellent answer. It's a correct answer. So if I give two statements, you are able to draw a new conclusion or an inference based on the example that I have given. The same way we are training the computer, we are giving some input to the system so that it is able to draw some useful conclusions. That we call it as a inference. Okay, then recall. Recall in the sense you all would have observed in Facebook, right? Whenever you upload a photo, for the first time you are tagging your friend. Next time when you upload, automatically it is giving you the suggestion of your friend. Have you ever noticed? Anyone? First time when you're uploading a photo, you will tag your friend's name. Second time when you put a group photo, automatically it will locate your friend's name and it will tag. It will suggest you, is he the same person? How it is? It is able to recall. So the machine starts learning, it is identifying the images and it is able to recall. Okay, so that is another ability of intelligence. And next is emotion. Nowadays, the Google has updated itself. You all know that when we are drafting an email, at the end of our email, you are getting some emojis. Have you observed? Happy, sad, it is correct, it is awesome. Have you seen that when you're typing an email? Have you anybody noticed? Can you put in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So again, that is an emotion. So machine is able to understand the emotions of your language. Yeah. So if all these aspects are known to a human being, then we can call them as intelligent. A person who has the understanding capacity, a reasoning capacity. Yeah. I would like to ask a question now to anyone. Why do you attend this session? Why do you attend today's session? Can anyone reply?
Improve our knowledge about AI.
Exactly. So improve your knowledge.
Data
So
understanding.
this is called as reasoning. Reasoning in the sense I'm asking a question, you are able to give the reason for my question. So I asked what is the purpose of attending. So you all said that you want to improve your knowledge. So this is reasoning. A person, if I ask a question, he is able to give the reason, then able to learn something new, able to generalize the things, able to analyze the things, and sometimes it works with intuition and self-awareness. So if all these capacities are available in one person, we can call him as intelligent. But nobody, I mean, no other creature in the world is intelligent than the human being. Whatever we are trying to create, it is all artificial in the machine. Now, if you see, these are all the peculiar aspects of human intelligence because the divine God has created our intelligence. It may be less accurate, but it has excellent social skills. See, right now we are all in different part of the country, but we are able to gather together on a same platform and we are able to connect and we are talking about some subject, some innovations. One important fact about our brain, I would like to say. So the brain consumes 20% of our entire body's energy, out of which 20% is consumed by our brain. Rest are by the different parts, maybe your hands or maybe your legs and maybe your stomach and so on. And another important fact is, in the weight of your body, 2% of the weight of the body is consumed by your brain as an energy. That means if your weight is on an average, say 70 kgs, right? So in that 1.4 kgs of energy is utilized by your brain. So the brain requires 25 watts of power to process. Why? Because in brains we have the cells called neurons. So these neurons are the cells which are capable of storing the information and retrieving the information. Say my childhood friend, after 10 years I'm meeting, but still I'm able to recognize my friend. How it is possible? Because the neurons which is stored in our brain is able to recollect. So storing, recalling, thinking, innovating, socializing, giving the accurate answers, all these are the capability of our brain. So the brain is multitasking. Some of you, maybe, especially ladies, I would say, with due respect to them, they will be attending my lecture and parallelly doing some work. Or maybe gents, some of you attending, listening to my lecture and parallelly doing other work, because we are capable of doing multitasking, more than one task at a time. So our information sometimes it may be processed slower because of multitasking. So all these are the capabilities of human intelligence. So human intelligence, we have a musical knowledge, right? And we can track the questions of life, and we are very natural, and we have interpersonal skills, and we have the geographical knowledge also, and we can visualize the 3D world, and kinesthetic also. Kinesthetic, the physical power, the muscle power of the body, the mind power, and then linguistic. Each and every one of us here are able to speak at least three languages. One could be your mother tongue, one is the English, the other one could be the national language, that is Hindi. Right. So we are all linguistic in nature, and we all have the interpersonal skills, and we all are having a logical brain. I know how difficult it is to clear ICWA. I think you have levels, and all papers you have to clear at once. Even if you miss one paper, it's difficult. And every year you have to update yourself with all the taxes and laws that are coming, and you're very logical and very mathematical. So you're all intelligent people. Really, I'm boon to address you all today. So what is intelligence? Once again, you're flexible with the responses versus mechanical behavior. Some people, monotonously they do the work, but some people they are very adaptable, very creative. So they are called as intelligent. And some people are adapting to the ambiguous situation. Ambiguous in the sense confusing, which is yielding multiple meaning. Even in that time, they are able to take a wise decision. So they're all intelligent. Okay. So now creating this intelligence in a machine is called as artificial intelligence. That means mimicking the human behavior. I would like to, interact more with you all. One sec, just I'll close this Mentimeter app. There are so many apps opened. Okay. First is, let me talk about our sensory organs in the face. Eyes. We are using eyes to see some pictures. And the eyes are only recognizing sometimes with the help of the brain. We are recognizing the image. In front of me, I have a TV. In front of me, I have a sofa. In front of me, I could see the chat box. I can see the number of people who have joined. So eyes purpose is to recognize or see the images around us. Then our, our nose, okay, I'll forget. The ears. We are able to listen to somebody's question, right? And our mouth, we are able to talk to somebody. So speech recognition, we can call it as, right? Whatever we are speaking, we are able to recognize, we are able to listen, we are able to think, and we are able to speak. So image recognition, speech recognition, voice to text. In front of me, I have an Alexa device. Just I'll give a demo. I don't know whether my audio will reach or not. Alexa, what is the time? Okay. So it says that the time is 6:40 p.m. Okay. So Alexa is a voice assistant. So it is able to recognize my speech and it is responding back. So speech recognition. So that is also a part of AI. So a machine which is capable of mimicking the human behavior. or simulating the human behavior. Whatever human being are doing it, the same thing we are trying to create in a machine. Earlier, the machine were not so intelligent. Some people in the initial days, 30 years ago or 35 years ago, whenever somebody asks what is a computer, they say that it is a stupid machine, because whatever we are asking it to do, it is doing. That is what people were defining computers. Whereas when the word intelligence was coined, now computers are becoming so intelligent, in the sense how we are differing from a machine in terms of reasoning and in terms of decision making. Reasoning, just now I asked a question to one of the professional who has joined. What did I ask? Why are you joining this session? Immediately what he replied, he said he wants to upgrade his knowledge. So that is the reasoning skill. The same skill we are trying to imbibe in the computer, so that the computer is able to give the answers to the question. That is number one. And then number two, decision making. So when I'm having multiple options, I have to think wisely and I will be able to take a decision. So even that capacity we are trying to create in a machine. I would like to give an example. How many of you play chess? You're all intelligent professionals, so most of you would be playing chess.
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
What is the
yes,
board
ma'am. I had
position?
made
Great, sir. So how many
board
positions are there in the board?
64,
64. So it is 8 by 8. So each
8 by
player
8. Yes.
has, yeah, each player has 16 coins, right? So
Yes.
according to the game rule, every player maximum he can do 50 branching. That is 50 branches. Like the first row all the coins, second row all the coins. Maximum he can do 50 branching, right? Now you tell me, earlier we were writing algorithms. Algorithms means step by step we were asking the computer. See, if I want to add two numbers, I'll write a program. What will I say? Accept the first number, accept the second number, add this number, print the result. This is how I used to give the instruction, which we call it as an algorithm. Okay. But in this chess game, it is not possible to give the instruction step by step. Why? Because say I'm playing a chess game with Vyasar. I do not know how Vyasar will react to my move. So I'm using a knight first, knight or a rook. But Vyasar may move a pawn initially. Or I'm making a move of a king. Then Vyasar may move somewhere a rook. How do we know? We cannot predict. So every movement is depending on the previous movement of the opponent. This we cannot program it. Are you getting my point, what I'm saying? So we cannot systematically say, I'm going to move this coin, he will move this coin, he will move this coin, then I have to do this systematically or algorithmically. We cannot program it. Am I right? Are you all getting? Or is it tougher? I'm trying to simplify. We cannot program the steps of the chess game. So every game is depending on the every game or every move is depending on the opponent's move. So we are teaching the machine which is right and which is wrong. So this is one of the applications of AI, decision making. What we say, what are the legal moves of every coin? So what is a, a knight will go, knight means it will go L step, the horse we are talking about. A king means it is only one step, right? A pawn initially two steps or one step, and diagonally also it can go. Like that, every move we are telling the system, but system is automatically taking the decision based on the movement of the opponent. So system is learning and it is taking decision, it is doing the reasoning. So most of the times, 99% I would say, the people who are playing chess with the computer only wins, except some people like Vishwanath Anand and recently some of the kids, from south, who have got the grandmaster award and all that. Maybe hardly we can count in fingers the people who won the computers. So what we are trying to say, we are making the machine intelligent, especially in game playing, so that for every moment the machine is taking the decision, the machine is doing the reasoning process. Okay. Yeah, hope you're all able to get what I'm saying. Now, uh, I'm just talking about the history of computers. Okay, what is a history? We all say artificial intelligence means it relates only to computers. It is not so. Intelligence, as we all know, it comprises of so many things. Your psychology, right? And your sociology, your economics, your language skills, your mathematics skills, everything. So if you see my screen, first comes the philosophy. So what is the philosophy we are talking about? We are talking about the human intelligence. We are making the machine intelligent. Once we know the philosophy, we can think wisely and our knowledge can be updated. Second, computer is a machine which understands only zeros and ones. So it understands the computation. It understands the binary numbers. See, any machine, it has two states. One is zero, the other one is one. That is on or off, which we call it as a Boolean logic. So mathematics is also contributing to computers, probability and statistics and mathematics. Next is economics. So you all are the experts in economics. You all know better why economics is used. Can anyone please explain me? Because I'm very new to economics. Why do we study economics? Anyone please? Somebody is raising their hand. I didn't notice. Any doubt or any questions? Why do we study economics? May I get the answer?
Know the demand and supply.
Demand and supply. Exactly. To know the demand and supply. The same way in computers, a simple, yeah, for example, Netflix, an application, right? So how the ratings are given? It is depending on the number of people who are watching, the number of hours downloaded, number of hours streamed, number of hours watched. Based on that, the demand increases, right? And then we say that it is a good rated movie or it's a good rated serial and it's a good rated album which we want to see. So economics also plays an important role. Then comes to neuroscience. I just talked about the neurons in the brain, right? The neurons are the cells which are capable of storing the information and retrieving the information. But when we are trying to create artificially in a computer, we call it as artificial neural networks. Nothing is real. Everything is simulated. It is mimicking the human behavior. So, artificial neural networks, artificially neurons are created. So, the computer has a memory in which it will store the data and it will be able to recall the data. So, the brain functionalities of thinking, storing, retrieving, everything we are doing. So, we have to understand neuroscience. So, the neuroscientists also have contributed to the growth of artificial intelligence. Economists, mathematicians, philosophists and psychologists. Why psychology? The reasoning, just now we talked about reasoning. There are 1500 models of the brain. See, nobody is born as a killer. The situation making him to kill or react or becoming aggressive, right? And nobody is born singer. So the practice makes a man perfect. Yesterday we lost a golden singer, Pankaj Udas sir, with due respect and RIP to him. So, a lot of ghazal songs he has sung, right? So, he practiced himself throughout his career of 72 years and then he has become a veteran singer. So, what I'm trying to say, everyone has some or the other skills and their brain functionality is completely different. So 1500 different brains are there, which a psychologist know how the people their EQs are high or low, their IQs are high or low, their SQs nowadays, social quotient. Many people are introvert. They don't go out, they don't mingle, they are not active in social media, they don't network, but it won't help in the present era, right? So our IQ, our SQ, our MQ, everything, it should be high all the time. So the psychologist, because the brain model they have to study and they have contributed. Then the cognitive science. Cognitive science, it talks about the idea of the mind and the reaction of the mind. So cognitive skills. And then control theory. How a machine can be controlled under a particular environment. So a connection between a machine and a human being, which we call it as HCI, that is human computer interface. For example, I'm typing something on the keyboard, it is displayed on the machine. I'm watching, I mean, I'm facing my camera, my image is visible to you all. So it is all the interaction that I'm doing with the machine. So for that, again, we require a cognitive skill and a control theory. Then at the end, it comes to computer engineering, how we are building the fast computers. Then the linguistic skills also. Now, our intelligent agents like Siri or Alexa or, you know, the Google voice assistant, it understands multiple languages. So every language, it has a grammar. So based on the grammar, then we are able to build the words and sentences and so on. So linguistic skills, even that we try to imbibe in a computer. So the evolution of all these fields have contributed to the growth of artificial intelligence. Someone has raised their hand. May I know the question? Any doubts you have? Sir, madam, whoever have raised, I think Jayarajan sir. Yeah, sir, you have raised your hand. Do you have any question? No? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible and no.
Yes.
Any questions, sir?
No, nothing.
No. Is it going good? Or anyway, should I slow down or anything? No?
No,
Is
it's
it
very
okay?
fine.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
it's very fine.
Thank you. So, all these fields are put together contributed to the history of artificial intelligence. Can anyone guess in which year it got introduced, this term AI? Rough guess. Anyone? Can you guess since when you started hearing about this buzzword? Which year?
1995.
95. Okay. Any other guesses? 2002. Okay. Somebody says 2015.
2001.
Okay. Okay. 2001, 2015. Yeah. Anyone else? Okay. So, the word is coined in the year 1956. You will be amazed to know in the year 1956, the term artificial intelligence was coined. It is coined by John McCarthy, whom we call as a father of computer science. John McCarthy. Why? Because he said we can create a machine to solve a complex problems which a human being is finding it very difficult to solve. So he said there are two important decisions that a machine should have. One is decision making and the other one is game playing. If both the things a machine is able to do, then we can say that a machine is intelligent. So a machine which can recognize the image, a machine which can listen, a machine which can speak in multiple languages, if it has all these capabilities, then we can call that machine as artificially intelligent. It cannot be original intelligence because original intelligence only human being are having. Whatever the machine has, it is artificial intelligence. Yeah. So John McCarthy in the year 1956, he said that the science and engineering of making an intelligent machine. What he says, a machine capable of thinking, a machine which is perceiving some visual scenes, that means the images, a machine which is reasoning, just now we have seen, and you all did a wonderful conclusion, that is the inference. So the machine which is drawing useful conclusions, and a machine which is performing some types of feats. Feats, we mean achievements. And then the system which can understand languages, as we all know, all your intelligent agents are understanding multiple languages. The intelligent agents here, I mean your Alexa or Siri or your Google voice assistants. Okay, so if all these qualities are imbibed in a machine, then we can say a machine is artificially intelligent. Now, I would like to compare before AI and after AI. So before AI, the conventional system was having only numbers. When AI has come into picture, it was able to, handle all our big data, all our symbols also. Big data, just now we talked about the data generated from Internet of Things, the sensors, the social media, right? All the other apps. Then in the conventional program, step by step, we have to tell the computer. Whereas here in artificial intelligence, it is called as a heuristic approach. What is heuristic? I'll tell you. It is like a trial and error method. Heureka is a Greek word like Archimedes. He just found the word when he got his philosophy. He said Heureka. From there it has come. Now I want to go to a location which is unknown. I'm just putting a small question here. Okay. So from my known place, I want to go to an unknown place. So I have to ask various people. I'll do a lot of trial and error and then I'll reach the place. You all tell me which is easier. From a known place to unknown place will be easier, or from unknown place to known place is easier. Say I just want to go to a jungle. So from my home, I want to go to a jungle. That is forward reasoning. Okay. Or somebody is just
Known
dropping
place to
you.
unknown place.
Okay. Known to unknown will be easier. Okay. Or somebody is blindfolding you and dropping you in a jungle. You have to come back to your known place. Will that be easier? Can you
Both
think?
will be equal.
Both will be equal.
No,
No?
no, not easy.
Any other answers? So okay, it's a general reply. It depends on the problem. Okay, it depends on the problem. See, in the exam we will take, you have 5 chapters to study. Okay, 1 or 2 chapters are very simple. Will you study that chapter once again, revise it, and then go to the unknown chapters, or you will start with unknown chapters? Tell me. I'm just asking your pattern of preparation. Anyone can answer.
I usually start with unknown.
Unknown. Okay. So unknown.
Yeah.
So that is what I said, depending on the situation. So unknown chapters, you will
Depending on
just
the
start it
situation.
first. Yes. Yeah. Unknown, you will start with first so that you'll get some confidence.
Yes.
Or, okay. People like me, I want to be overconfident. Already I know 2 chapters, only 3 I have to study. So the 2 chapters which I know, I'll revise it again and again. I'll say, wow, I have done 2 chapters, only 3 more are remaining. And I'll leave 1 chapter without studying, only 2 I'll be able to complete before the exam. So that is from known to unknown. So it depends on ultimately the mindset or the situation or the kind of problem that we are solving. So both the ways the computer will analyze known to unknown, unknown to known. So when it is known to unknown, it is called as forward reasoning. When it is unknown to known, it is called as backward reasoning. So both the computer is trying to apply. So there is no specific algorithm. So it is using a trial and error method. It will try, if it is succeeding, okay. Otherwise, it will drop it. It will try the other way. Okay. And then in the conventional program, it is all accurate. Whereas here it is approximate because we are not dealing with numbers. You're all cost accountants. You know, numbers plays a vital role in your domain. Even 1 0 here and there, the entire accounts collapses. So we have to be very precise in the conventional program when we are using numbers. Whereas in AI, we are using big data. It can be live streaming of a video. In between, if it blocks, nothing happen, right? In between, some data is lost, nothing is going to happen. So it is not very precise AI programs. It is satisfactory, I would say. Here it will be optimal. Here the data is separate. That means, as I said, your Gmail account you're accessing at your system, it is stored somewhere. So it is separated. Whereas in the conventional program, it will be in the same system. You know, a computer without internet, you just think of. So that is your conventional system. Okay, the knowledge required is very limited in the conventional, whereas here you see somebody say edge computing, somebody say cloud computing, somebody says data science, somebody says Python, somebody says cryptocurrency. There are n number of things, blockchain coming up, so many things. So the knowledge is imprecise. So the modification, frequently we are modifying. Here we are rarely modifying. Here we require a database. Database means it is in a fixed format. Say accounting. Say maximum I can have 10-digit number, 12-digit number, or it should be only numbers. We cannot have any characters. Whereas here it is a knowledge base. A movie can be saved, a live streaming can be saved, an image can be saved, a music can be saved, anything, any format the data could be. So that is called as knowledge base. And the process is repetitive in nature. Once I write the algorithm, the same thing we are repeating. Whereas here it is inferential in nature. So today I'm putting some data, my inference changes. Tomorrow I'm adding some more data, my inference changes. So depending on the data, the inference, the conclusion keeps on changing. So that is a major difference between conventional program and AI program. Okay, hope I'm clear. Any doubts, any questions? Anyone can put it in the chat box or you can unmute and ask. I don't want it to be so monotonous. May I get any feedback? Some guests have put something. Let me use my specs.
Yes, ma'am. Very clear. Whatever you are saying, we understood. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, you can continue.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Your way of presentation is very good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I made all these slides exclusively for you professionals. So next. Okay. So AI system, it is requiring two components, major components. One is knowledge base, the other one is inference. I'll give you an important or interesting case study. So let us be interactive. Some of you can unmute. See, I'm suddenly getting a fever, high fever. I go to doctor, right? And the doctor asks several questions, and then finally he says, I'm infected with a flu. Correct? He asked several questions. All would have experienced this in your life. Can you just tell me what are the questions the doctor asks and how he is coming to a conclusion that I have a flu? Can anyone tell me? When we go to a doctor with a fever, what questions he asks? Yeah.
Intensity of fever.
With his experience and knowledge, he gets it.
Okay. Intensity of the fever and experience. Okay.
Frequency of the
And his knowledge.
Experience and his knowledge. Okay. What question, sir? As a patient, you are entering to a doctor. What question does he ask?
Frequency of fever.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
He tries to ask you the symptoms, like other than fever, what is the underlying thing which might have caused the fever?
Exactly. So he's asking you the symptoms, right? Are you getting any headache and since when you got it, right? Any other questions does he ask? First time you're going to a
He may
doctor,
ask
not your
what is the
family doctor.
periodicity, whether it's coming and going or continuously coming.
Okay, continuously coming and going. Okay, the frequency of the symptoms. Okay, that is one question. Then later, he's examining you. That is okay. Then
No.
What about what food you ate, basically?
exactly. What food you ate, right? Where did you eat, right? That
Yes.
could be one question. Then he asks you to check your weight. He asks your age, right? And then he'll ask you some questions. Are you allergic to some medicines or not? And then he's giving you the prescription, correct? And then he gives us some dosage. Morning 10 milligrams, afternoon 5 milligrams, evening this, and antacid something they give. Am I right? So that is his diagnostic procedure. So all these things put together, we create a knowledge base. There is a wonderful knowledge base of AI called as mycin. When we see, when we get a fever, there are multiple types of fever. Typhoid we have, flu we have, viral we have, malaria we have. For all this, there is a root medicine called Syncona. That Syncona, it belongs to mycin. You would have heard about gentamicin, terramycin, crocin, paracetamol. All this belong to the root is from Syncona. Okay, so there are near about 10,000 rules in the sense conditions. So if you compare those conditions with your physical status now, the machine will automatically derive what sort of flu it is, like based on your symptoms. If you get fever, if you get continuously fever or intermittently fever, and you had this food yesterday, and your height is this, your weight is this, what kind of medicine suits you? Accordingly, he suggests morning you should have this medicine, afternoon this, and evening this, because he has his knowledge base. His brain is his knowledge base. So there he programmed everything and he's relating your symptoms with his knowledge and he's inferencing the things. Same thing we are trying to create, okay, a knowledge base, all possible symptoms of all kind of fever, and we create a knowledge base. That knowledge base is called as mycin. Later, see now again COVID has come. So there are some new rules. COVID symptoms were different. Even that would be updated in the existing. As and when the time changes, the symptom changes and the rule changes, all those rules will be keep on, updating in the knowledge base. From that knowledge base, you are able to reason out if my symptoms are this is COVID positive. If my symptoms are this is typhoid. If my symptoms are this is malaria. It constitutes even the blood test also, right? So from the knowledge base, we are inferring the root cause of the problem. So that is what AI system does. Even for cancer cells, I think some of you are very good in medicine. You all have the basic idea. Our body comprises of both the cells, cancerous cells and non-cancerous cells. Sometimes the growth of cancerous cells, it surpasses the non-cancerous cells. That is why we are getting cancer. So when we do this test, you will come to know whether we have cancer or not cancer, like malignant or benign. So how it is possible? Because we are training the machine earlier. If this symptoms comes in my body or this cells are of this nature, then you have cancerous cells more. Otherwise, non-cancerous cells are more. So it is all again a knowledge and an inference. Another example I'll give you, say a meteorological department, right? Last year, by this time, the monsoon started, the humidity was this, the temperature was this, the climate was this, so it was raining. So this year, it will predict based on the last year's parameter. The monsoon has not yet come because the temperature has not changed, the humidity has not changed. So we can say that monsoon will be delayed. Example. So from the knowledge base, it is inferring. So it is all about data and then about inference. That is what AI is all about. Okay, so we are doing a lot of searches also. The fundamental technique of AI is search. We use Google for searching it, right? And we understand, of course, knowledge inference we talked about. Now I want to give you all an interesting problem. So uh, I'll ask you a simple question. I want to add 10 numbers. Is 10 numbers addition is a AI problem or non-AI problem? Tell me, please. Anyone? Can I say that as
AI problem.
AI problem or
AI, it's
non-AI
an AI
problem?
problem, ma'am.
AI problem. Anyone else? Anyone want to contradict this? Adding 10
I think
numbers.
yes, ma'am. It's an AI problem. Sorry.
Okay. Anybody else? It is non-AI. Someone has rightly said it is non-AI. Yeah. Who said this? Mohan sir. Yeah. Mohan sir, can you just tell me why it is non-AI? Okay. Why it is non-AI? Okay, it is just maths. Very correct. Yeah. So we were just comparing a table. If you have observed, non-AI, that is conventional programs are only numbers. AI is knowledge based. It consists of images, it consists of videos, it consists of audios and streaming. If you all refer my the presentation where we talked about you know conventional program, it is only numeric and it is algorithmic. So for adding 10 numbers, I don't think AI is required because we have only numbers. It is doing the addition. So we require a step-by-step algorithm to add it. So it is a conventional program. When we deal with a big data, when we deal with a knowledge base, when we use heuristic approach like trial and error method, then it is a AI problem. Okay, so I hope by now you will be able to differentiate whether it is a AI problem or a non-AI problem. Okay, so another question. Predicting a rainfall, is it an AI problem or a non-AI problem? Anyone?
AI problem.
AI problem.
Yeah, because it requires huge data, some analytics is required, some background work, the data patterns have to be analyzed, so it is an AI problem, right? Okay. Okay, launching a missile, is it an AI problem or non-AI problem?
It's AI problem.
AI problem. Anybody else? ISRO is launching a lot of satellites, right? Rovers. AI problem, non-AI problem.
AI problem.
AI problem. Yeah, because
You
according
feel
to
in
the
that movie also.
yes. So the decision is taken at the runtime, right? Once it takes off, in between any obstacle comes, the direction has to be changed, and then where it has to be landed safely, and how to capture the images there, and how safely to come back. So many things are there. So the decisions are not programmed continuously here. It has been trained in a way that it will be able to take the decision at the runtime. So it is an AI problem. So I hope now you all
I
are
have a
clear.
question, ma'am.
Yeah.
Only one small question. See,
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to ask where are you drawing the line? Like in the first example, you explained that you are adding 10 numbers. That's a non-AI problem. So if
Correct.
I give that question to a 3-year-old kid, he might not get the answer at once. If I give it to a math teacher who is teaching economics in Oxford University, he does not need he can do it in the back of his head. So where are we drawing the line? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything which is number in nature, anything which is having a fixed
Yeah.
data type. Okay. Anything where the sequence is followed monotonously, they are all non-AI problems.
Okay.
Okay. Anything where the decisions are taken at the runtime, where you require different patterns of data, not only a numerical data, like audio, video, like live streaming, social media data, big data, and then you're taking the
Like
decision at the
repetitive nature
runtime.
should be there. No.
Yeah, if it is repetitive, it
Repetitive
is
nature.
non-AI. If it is
Uh,
monotonous, if it is repetitive, if it is a fixed format, it is non-AI. Rest all are AI. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Even the game playing is AI because we can't program the entire chess game, right? We don't know what the opponent is going to make a move on that. Now, another important problem we will discuss on AI. Yeah. Okay. So AI has a state space representation. Like we talked about going from one place to another place. We have I said from Pune, I want to go to some jungle, right? So my initial state is my home. My goal state is my jungle. So how do I go? Same thing here. I want to start from initial state. Okay, I want to reach a goal state. I have a set of rules that are being governed by a system. These rules, we call it as a production system. That means we can't program it systematically, but we say that this is my input. I want this output. Okay, but you can apply these rules. That's it. Okay. Then the machine will try all the possibilities and it will come out with a solution. All the possible states for a problem, the machine will apply and it will come out with a solution. So what I'm defining, I'm giving an initial state, I'm giving a goal state, I'm telling what are the rules that I can apply for solving my problem. Okay, so this is a state space representation. I hope you all understood what is state space representation. Yeah. May I get a reply, please? Are you getting?
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yeah.
now,
That's
based
okay.
on this, an interesting problem. So all of you, please pay attention. So this is an AI problem because I have an initial state. So what is the state? I'll just talk about it. So you have two jugs. Assume that this is a jug, this is another jug. In one jug, I have 4 gallons of water. Gallon means somewhere around 1.62 liters or something. If you feel gallon is difficult, assume that it is liters, no problem. So I have a 4-liter jug here, 4-liter jug, and the other one is a 3-liter jug. Two jugs are there. Okay. Now, my initial state is all this can be full or empty or somewhere half the water is filled. So there are no measuring units available. Like how we have in between 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter, the marks will be there. Like that, no measurements are available. Please listen the problem carefully. Okay, we have only 3 operations allowed. One is we can fill the entire jug, or you can empty the entire jug, or you can transfer some amount of water from one jug to another jug. That's it. So my initial status, either it can be full or empty or half, whatever it is. My final status, what am I expecting out of it is, I'm expecting 2 gallons of water in the 4-gallon jug. That means in this particular jug, I'm expecting 2 liters of water. Okay. So my initial status, empty or full or half, I don't know. But my final state I'm expecting is I want 2 liters of water here. What are my rules? The rules are the production systems I'm talking about. Either it can be full or it can be empty, or some amount of water can be exchanged between these 2 jugs. My ultimate question is, how do we get 2 liters of water in the 4-liter jug? Can you all come up with a solution?
Pouring it and we're keeping a measuring tape side by
No,
side.
no measuring tapes allowed. Okay.
Oh, no measuring tape was allowed.
No measuring tapes allowed, no measurement units. Either you fill it or you empty it or you transfer the water from one to another. That's it. So in any language you can speak, I can understand 5-6 languages. So language shouldn't be a barrier for answering the question. आप हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं, मराठी में भी बोल सकते हैं, गुजराती में भी बोल सकते हैं. I can follow. Or Tamil, Telugu. Okay.
I'll transfer from the 4-gallon jug to the 3-gallon till it reaches half of the 4-gallon.
Okay, 1 minute. So you're filling, see, step by step we need to do. Yeah, please go ahead. First you're filling the 4-gallon jug. Yeah, okay. What step? Next step you're doing? Please.
The 4-gallon jug already has water.
It is already having water. We can do only 3 operations, ma'am. Either you
I
fill
can
it,
either transfer, or I can fill it, or I can empty
or
it.
I can empty it. Right, right.
So
Yeah,
I'm trying
so-
the transfer method where I know there is water in the 4-gallon jug. So
Okay,
if
how
I
much water you
if
have?
the-
How do you know how much water is there?
we
in
don't
that?
know how much is there, but I since it's a 4-gallon jug, I I guess the half mark, and if it is above the
No,
half
there is
mark,
no
then
half
full.
mark. Again, I'm saying there is no half mark.
No, there need not be a half mark. I estimate the half mark and I transfer water into the 3-gallon jug.
You can't estimate also. Again, either it can be empty or it can be full.
It has to be
Then I
exact, right?
pour the 3-gallon into the 4-gallon and check whether it's getting full.
Okay, okay. So one step I'll give you. From there you can take it out. Okay, all of you. One step I'm giving you. So first step is I'm filling the 4-gallon jug. That is the first step. Okay. Please continue. See, this is a typical AI problem. I'm not giving step-by-step instruction. I just say what I need. I just say what are the rules to be applied. The machine will do the trial and error and it will come out with a solution. इसको either full कर सकते हैं या yeah, please sir.
Ma'am, we fill the 4-liter jug, then we remove 3 liter out of it, and whatever it left in 4-liter equivalent we will keep in a 3-liter jug by just checking the level. And then there are 2 liters in 2 different jugs that we can mix up.
How do you know this is 2 liter? I said the measurement units are not there either.
No, but
if it is
this
full
is
3
not
liter.
this is not a measurement. I'm removing 3 liter from 4 liter. So
How
whatever
exactly you
left
are going to remove 3 liters?
4 liter is filled, 3 liter is empty. So I will remove the 3 liter.
Yeah, you're nearing the answer. Wait, yeah, I'll
So
write
I
step
will
by
remove
step.
the 3 liter from the 4 liter. 1 liter is left.
Yes,
That
yes,
1
yes,
liter
yes. 1 minute,
equivalent
1
I
minute.
will keep in the 3
1
liter.
minute, 1 minute. I'm coming to that. I'm just writing it. So you're nearing the answer. Exactly. So you're filling the 4 liter. Now you're pouring it to the 3 liter jug. So in the 4 liter, you're left with only 1 liter of water, right? Here you have
Yes.
3 liters now. Here you have 1 liter. Yeah. Now you continue. Tell me, sir, what next?
Then I will empty out the 3 liter just by throwing the 2 liter liquid and keeping the level same as 4 liter because I don't have the third vessel.
Correct. So what you're doing, you're emptying the 3 liter, then you pour
to
this
the-
1 liter there. Okay.
Yeah, up to it is a level of
coming
1
to
liter.
the point. Okay. Now this 1 liter goes here. right? That is what you're saying. This 3 liter you pour down, 1 liter was remaining, that 1 liter you're pouring it here, right? No?
No, 1 liter remaining, we will let it in the 4 liter. And in the 3 liter, we will again reduce it up to 1 liter because both the vessels are same. Both the
No.
jugs are same.
No.
Okay. If it is not same, then not correct.
Anyone? आप इसको फुल कर सकते हैं, एम्प्टी कर सकते हैं, इधर का पानी उधर शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं. आप मेजर नहीं कर सकते एग्जैक्टली आधा कितना या क्वार्टर कितना, यू कांट मेजर इट. Anybody? I started and he has done marginally well. You have reached 40% of the solution. Please think.
Madam, I'll empty the 4 gallon into the 3 gallon.
Okay, ma'am. So you're pouring the water
So
from 4 to 3. Yeah.
So I'll be
you
left
are
with
getting
1 liter in the 4 gallon.
exactly.
So I'll now empty the 3 liter from the 3 gallon and pour 1
okay.
liter into the 3 gallon one.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
So then I'll again fill the 4 liter one.
Yes.
And
right.
empty it into the 3 liter. So then 2 liters will be left in there.
Exactly. Give her a big round of applause. May I know your name, ma'am? I'm not able to see the chat box.
Shailaja.
Shailaja. Exactly. Hearty congratulations. Sir, ma'am deserves a chocolate. Virtual chocolate. How to send it?
I'll get it virtually.
So big round of applause to her. So how the solution is, she has made it exactly right. So we are filling the 4 liters. Okay. We are pouring it to 3 liters. So how much is remaining here? 1 liter is remaining, right? 3 liters have come here. I'll just erase the rest of the things so you all can clearly follow what I say. Yeah. I'll just remove everything. So 4 liter we are filling first. We are pouring it into the 3 liters. So what will happen? 4 minus 3, 1. So here this 4 liter goes, we get only 1 liter. So again you fill it. 1 liter is already existing. What I said, either we can fill it or empty it. So again I'm filling it. So how much more I'm filling? So it becomes 3 more liters I'm filling. So 3 plus 1, it becomes 4 liters again. Right? Am I right or wrong? Can anybody tell me? Acknowledge?
Could you repeat it once more?
There is only 2 jars. So where you will
Yes,
be
sir. Only 2
putting
jars.
the 1
Only
liter.
2 jars.
Yeah.
Only 2 jars.
So where you will be putting
Okay.
the 1 liter first measured.
Okay. 1 second. Once again, I'll explain you clearly. First, we are filling the 4 gallon jug, right? Okay. Now, this assume that this is empty. Initial state, I said it can be anything, either full or empty or half full, all that. So I am assuming this is empty. So what I'm going to do, from 4 liters, I'm pouring 3 liters here. Okay. So 4 liters, I'm pouring 3 liters here. How much is remaining here? 1 liter. Shailaja ma'am, can you come again? Your solution?
Yeah. So when I pour the 3 liters, 1 liter will be left in the 4 liter gallon.
Correct.
I empty the 3 liter gallon.
Yeah. So now 3 liter also she's pouring down. Okay. So this
So
will
that
get
1 liter
0.
I'm transferring it to the 3 liter gallon.
So now
So
this
there is
1
1
liter
liter in
she's
that gallon.
yeah. So now only 1 liter is here, right? Again,
So
what
I
she's
fill
doing?
the 4 liter gallon again.
Again, she's filling
So
the
when
4
I
liter.
transfer it to make it full, only 2 liters will get filled in the 3 liter
Because
gallon.
already
So
1 liter is there.
exactly.
Yeah. So 1 liter she's pouring here. Again, she's filling the 4 liter. So she's going to fill this till it becomes full. Already 1 liter is there. So how much it will become full? So 2 more liters. Then what is remaining here? So 4 minus 2, 2. So exactly 2 liters you will get it here. Are you getting, everyone? She's filling the 4 liter, transferring it to 3 liters here. So 1 liter remains here. Then she will empty that 3 liters. She will pour that 1 liter here. Again, she will fill this. Again, she will pour 2 more liters here because till it gets filled, we don't have in between measurements. Already 1 liter is there. So she will pour some more water till it fills. So when it will fill, when we get 2 liters. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So this is full. So then in that case, what will remain here? 2 liters. That's it. Are you able to follow the solution, all of you?
Yes.
Okay. Or you can do the other way also. I said every problem has two solutions. Can anyone try first filling 3 liter and then transferring here and there? Can you try? Anyone? I just started with filling 4 liters. I gave a clue and madam concluded. Now I want you all to start with 3 liter. First fill 3 liters. Okay. Next step, pour the 3 liter to 4 liter. So here you will get 3 liter. Got it?
Yes.
Now.
And then transfer this 3 liter to 4 liter, transfer one more liter to 4 liter,
Exactly.
and then left is a 2 liter.
2 liter, right. So fill the 3 liter, pour it to 4 liters. So it becomes 3 liters now. This you empty it now. Okay. So this 3 liters have come here. Again you fill this. It will be 3 liter. Pour 1 liter here. Already 3 liters are there. So how much it will become? It will become 4 liter. How much this will become? This will become 2 liters now, because already 3 liters are there. Only 1 liter you are transferring from here to there. This will become 2 liters. Now what we said, how can you get 2 gallons of water in the 4 gallon jug? So here we want 4 gallon. So now what will you do? You empty this entire thing. What is remaining here? 2 liters, that you put it here. That's it. So this is the second way of solving the problem. First method is we were filling the 4 and transferring there. Second method is filling the 3 and transferring the water. Are you getting, everyone? The second solution, filling the 3 liter, pouring it here, it becomes 3 liter here. Again filling the 3 liter, pouring 1 more liter here, so 2 liters remains here. Then empty this completely and transfer this 2 liter to 4 liters. Is it clear?
Ma'am, when I'm talking in AI terms, so this will be an additional step to be defined?
In the sense, we have to say what is my initial stage. See, this is how you will define. My initial stage is, X and Y. What is X? X is 4 liters. What is Y? My 3 liters. So my initial stage could be both can be empty, or both can be full, or one can be full, or one can be full, like this. What is my final stage? Irrespective of any amount of water in the second one, the first one should have only 2 liters. This is my final stage. Are you getting?
So in case I want to avoid the 3 going into the 4, I'll have to define one more, this saying the steps should be restricted to 2 or 3, something like that.
No, then see ma'am, this is the initial stage. Initial stage, we are saying it can be any amount of water anywhere.
Yeah.
What we are saying that the final stage should be 2 gallons of water in the first one, irrespective of any amount of water in the second one. This is my goal state. Then I'm defining a set of rules which will govern my problem. So what are the rules? There are 3 rules. Either you fill it, or you empty it, or you transfer here and there. So step by step it will be carried out. Okay, so these are all the rules. This you have to define it in your knowledge base. What is 4 comma y? That means filling the 4 gallon. What is x comma 3? Filling the 3 gallon. What is x minus d? That means already some amount of water is there till it gets filled. Pour some more water. What is y minus d? The difference you are filling it. Like this, all these rules we have to give it to the system. The system will apply any of the rules and it will ensure that in the first x it will get 2. Okay. So that is what I said initially. If you see, we are defining the initial state, we are giving the final state, and we are telling the governing rules to be applied, set of rules to be applied. The rules cannot be applied one after the other. The rule should see to that we are reaching the goal state. Yeah. Otherwise, it will be filling, emptying, filling, emptying. There is no progress. Got it? Yeah. Is everyone getting? So this is AI problem, which is not a typical traditional problem. One more interesting problem. I hope everyone are able to follow this. Yes. May I get a response, please? So that, it will be a motivation for me also that you are able to follow. And how is the pace of the lecture? Do you like it?
Yes, madam. Yes,
Yeah.
fine.
Fine?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
We
can
can
we see
follow.
one more problem? A gamification problem, I would like to see.
Going ahead,
Yeah.
madam, I have problem. One query.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
As you are telling about AI and ML, I wanted to know that the stock exchange financing, suppose, is there. Is it a AI thing?
So exchange is a mathematical problem because depending on the value of our currency, we are exchanging it. So that is not an AI problem. But prediction of stock is an AI problem.
No, I'm not talking about the currency change. Stock
Okay.
exchange.
Yeah, stock
Means
exchange.
yes.
Yeah. NSE and all that. BSE you're talking about, right?
Are
Yeah.
they
AI
considered as
problem.
AI?
Exactly. They are AI problem because there are various parameters based on which the technical analysis are happening and the stock prices are decided. So some parameters are within the knowledge base. Some are external parameters. Suddenly some war happens, something happens in US, this, that, other parameters. So that plus knowledge base. Based on that, the decision changes every minute. So it is an AI problem. I have written a book chapter on stock market predictions using AI algorithms. It is yet to release in the next month. I've used 3 different algorithms. I've compared which is the best one to predict. So it is an AI problem, stock market prediction.
What about the accounting software, which is SAP and all these things?
No, accounting cannot be because it is defined by your own rules and regulations. Credit is credit, debit is debit. So there we cannot do any manipulation. So that cannot be an AI problem. But based on the accounts, in future, if you are able to pull out some data analytics, then that can be an AI problem. Because accounts are governed by a set of rules, your accounting system.
No, but
right. Again, numbers. Whenever it comes to numbers and equations and formula, it cannot be AI.
No, I'm
Yeah?
not talking only about accounts. Enterprise resource planning, what SAP and all the softwares are doing, as they are considered as AI tool?
No, no, sir. Why? Because in ERP, if you see what is ultimately ERP system, we have a defined procedures for HR. We have defined procedure for marketing. We have defined procedure for sales. We have defined procedure for inventory. Right. So those procedures are already programmed and we are using it. Where AI comes to practice, whenever the decision changes in that. Say, for example, HR analytics can be an AI problem. I'll give you a live example. Infosys company's HR, every day she gets 20,000 emails requesting for a job or 20,000 resumes. She's a human being. Do you mean to say she will get time to read all 20,000 resumes? In that case, she may miss out some important good resumes also. Nobody can read 20,000 resumes in a day. There we can use AI. We can use some keywords which you are looking for the recruitment, maybe experience, maybe technology, maybe a person, maybe a gender, whatever it is. Then it is picking the right resume according to your my input. Then that could be an AI problem. Are you getting it? Anything which is, mathematical oriented, formula oriented, which is monotonous, which is having the same type of data where you can predict your output based on the input, then it is not an AI problem. Where the decisions are taken at the runtime, depending on the knowledge base, depending on the inference, then it is an AI problem. So this ERP are all pre-programmed. Already somebody has programmed it. If you want to buy it for your company, you're going to just customize it. So that customization cannot be AI problem, but with the help of the data generated by ERP, you are doing some analytics in that, then that becomes a AI problem. Example, I'll just ask a question like how many employees who joined in the year 2000 they left the company, or how many female employees are doing getting frequent promotions, and what is the productivity level of a male employee whose age is under 35. So if I could get such analytics, then it becomes AI. Are you getting? So if it is a regular routine job, it is not AI. Where some intelligence comes, where some decision making comes, where some filtering comes, where some new insights are driven, then it is AI.
Yeah. Now we'll go ahead with these two example again. What about means for stock exchange also? There is some one party who is punching some data, and
Correct.
one party is getting some data. that is also one calculated program, no? Only the programmer doesn't know the impact of the behavior or knowledge about the transactions.
See, the stock price, it is volatile. In a day, within every minute, it keeps on changing. It cannot be programmed. In the sense, what was the previous day's closing stock, that becomes the opening stock, but it keeps on changing depending on various external parameters. So the decision, the stock is keep on changing, and the decisions are taken at the runtime. So it is an AI problem, because we don't have a fixed format. We can't fix it. Like yesterday it was closed for 50, today also it will open up with 50, but it will remain 50, we can't predict. Or yesterday it was 50, today it will be 52, we can't do it. Or yesterday it was 50, today it will be 48, we can't do it. It is non-linear in nature. So a data which is not linear, which is non-linear, like a sawtooth wave or a sine wave, then that comes there comes AI.
Okay, madam, thank you. I got
Okay.
it. The thin
It is
line
not a
between the
yeah, regular pattern. If it is not following a regular pattern, then it is AI. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Another interesting problem. Yeah. So this in your childhood you all would have played. See, missionaries and cannibals. So what are missionaries? Missionaries means the monks, and cannibal means a man eater. So there are three missionaries and three cannibals sitting in one side of the river. Okay, three missionaries and three cannibals. What the rule says is that is the initial state. They all have to come to the other side of the river. Okay, three missionaries, three cannibals from one side, they all have to come to the other side. There is only one boat available. So that boat can carry two members. So they have to take one by one all these people, drop, and the boat has to come back with either a missionary or a cannibal, and then take other members. So that from A, everybody are going to B. That is from river A, they all are going to B. Now, the rule is that, so the initial status, three missionaries, three cannibals from A, river bank A, they want to go to river bank B. The rule is that at any point of time, the number of missionaries are less than the cannibals will eat away the missionaries. Okay, always the count of missionaries should be greater than or equal to the number of cannibals. So if this side three cannibals are there, three missionaries must be there. If this side two missionaries are there and three cannibals are there, then the cannibal will eat away the missionary. Okay, and there is only one boat available. How will you take all these people to the other side? The boat cannot come empty. That is the problem. Okay, initial state, all are in one place. Final state, all have to go to the other side. And the rule says that at any point of time in both the banks, the missionaries count should be more or equal. And there is only one boat. How will you solve this problem? So it is bit complicated when you compare to water jug. So what I'll do is I'll show you a simulation. Most of you would have seen it. I'll just check. Anyone recollecting your childhood memories? Seeing this? So this is the problem. And there is on one side more cannibals, missionaries eat them. So please help three cannibals and three missionaries to move to the other side of the lake. So this is the lake, this is the boat, three monks and three cannibals. All have to come. Okay. So now I'm going to play on behalf of you all members. You all have to tell me whom to take, whom to drop, whom to bring back. Okay.
Can I start?
Yeah, I'll start the game. Please tell me, anyone, whatever you say, I'm going to do blindly. I'm a machine now. Whom to take now, whom to drop?
Two cannibals on the boat.
So two cannibals I'm taking at once. Yeah. So I'll just say go.
Yeah, go this.
Drop one.
Only one will go with.
Yeah, because the boat cannot come empty on its own. Yeah. So I have to come back.
One has to come back.
Whom to drop now?
drop the cannibal here. I'll drop the cannibal here.
I dropped. Whom to take now?
Now again, both the cannibals.
Okay. Shall
Again, I'll drop one over. Yeah, I'll drop one over there, and come back to it.
Okay. Now?
I'll now I'll see the cannibal can two missionaries.
Shall I drop?
No, we can't drop here.
No, that is correct. Drop one missionary there and bring one cannibal back.
Who said
bring
this?
one cannibal there, huh? Yes.
Who said this? Whom to drop, whom to take?
One cannibal, huh? Now we yes,
Should I?
One missionary over there, and yes, and over there, huh? No, but both the missionaries now. Yeah, and go. Drop both the missionaries here and drop the cannibals here. The cannibal can go to the boat and the cannibal. Yeah, and it go.
So now you have solved the problem.
No, this is solved, no? Yeah, and take it here. And,
so now we have solved.
And we
Great.
have
You played it earlier? Bravo.
Yes, actually,
Wow.
I was saying it there a few days ago.
Okay, great. So you have played it, so you were able to solve it. The decision was important. When we dropped both the cannibals there, one cannibal and one missionary, we should have brought back. Now I want to,
Start.
Not to follow the rule. I just want to show the people that how the cannibal eats also. See, I'll take one cannibal, one missionary. I'm just taking. I'm just dropping. I'll bring the cannibal here. You see, at any point of time, what I said. See? At any point of time, the number of cannibals are more, it will eat away the missionary. So it has eaten. Just I wanted to show you the other side of this game. Yeah, great.
Okay.
So this is another AI problem, what we just tried. Hope it's going good for all. Yeah. So we have initial state, we have goal state, we have set of rules to be governed, but we do not say the order of the rule to be applied. So it is a trial and error method. First method, since he practiced, he told me the same sequence I applied. Whereas when I did for the second time, I failed. Why I failed? Because the number of cannibals were more than the missionaries. So the missionary cannibals have eaten the missionaries, right? So it is a trial and error method, which we call it as a heuristic method. Eureka, we call it as. So these are all the rules for that. Okay, let us skip the rules. Just you have to understand. So these are all the other terms, areas that are related to AI. I think by now you all will be familiar with the search space technology, searching from initial space to goal space, right? We are applying some logic and we know the knowledge representation part also, like all the knowledge base we discussed, mycin case study we discussed, and cancer case study we discussed, and the stock market knowledge we discussed, and so on. Then we need to plan properly so that, what are the other buzzwords? Robotics. See, robot is the best example for machine learning. We can't program every step of a robot. We can just say which is right, which is wrong. Has to tell the direction. Okay. And only that part we can tell the robot. Every line by line or every step by step, we can't say the robot to do the things. Okay. Then vision we talked about, that is vision is nothing but the image processing, the face recognition technology, and NLP we talked about natural language processing. So given a text in English, now any language the machine can do it. I hope all of you would be having Google Translator in your mobile. If not, please install it. It is a beautiful app. Whenever, say, for example, you're going to China, they don't use English there. Only the boards will be written in Chinese. You need not blink. Just take the picture of that in the translator. In any local language, it will be done. So there comes the image recognition, the character recognition, the handwriting recognition, and NLP, natural language processing. It comes to use. Or even not only that, whenever you have an image, okay, you are getting some documents, your accounts document. Simple example. It is all in an image format. Now you take in a Google translator a snap of it, it will be converted into text. So when it becomes text, it can be editable. So sometimes even that will be of use to you. I'm working in a college. It is in Pune, affiliated to Pune University, Savitribai Phule Pune University, where all the official communication comes in the local language, that is Marathi. Since I don't know Marathi, I use Google Translator. I take the image of the circular, automatically it will translate it in English and give you in a second, within a second. Earlier, what we used to do, we used to give it to a person who knows Marathi. He will read, he will type it, he will translate it and give it to us. Now it takes only 1 minute for us to translate. So these are all the advantage of having a multiple AI apps. So most of the apps I think we are all using. One is even emails. Now you start typing a word, it is completing a sentence. Like apps like Grammarly, we can use it so that you're grammatically you're writing correct. Or we can use a lot of mobile applications. Just now I talked about Google Translator. You can have it in the Play Store and get it downloaded. And then social networking and all social media, we are using AI. How? Because there also they study your data. What sort of product you are interested in, and what is your mindset, what are the demographic analysis of yours, whether you belong to southern part of India, northern part of India, and what sort of post you are liking it, in which post you are commenting it. Are you a regular user of a social media? Are you a cosmetic product lover? Are you a stock market lover? Okay. And what are your hobbies, your interests? Are you a music lover? Accordingly, it is pushing the advertisements. You would have seen that. So in all cases, it understands the behavior, the customer behavior, the consumer behavior, customer satisfaction analysis, this microservices. All this requires artificial intelligence. So then improving the online shopping. Every one of us would have purchased at least one product. By the time I order in Amazon, say I want to buy a shirt, immediately I'll get a recommendation for a trouser, or I may be getting a recommendation for a blazer, or I may be getting a recommendation for a tie. Or later, whenever I log in, it will give me similar products. You all would have observed this. Am I right? In online shopping? Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Am I audible? Are you all following? I'm not able to hear.
Yeah, audible.
Yeah. Okay. So such online shopping system, we call it as personal recommender system. So personal recommender system is also one of the applications of AI. So it is following your pattern, buying pattern, and it is recommending you. Even after 1 year you log in, it will tell you last year by this time you purchased this. Are you interested in this? So that is a concept of AI. And another one important aspect we talk about is sentiment analysis. Even the US elections are predicted based on the sentiment of the citizens. Normally, the politicians, they use tweets. We all know that, right? Even our Honorable Prime Minister, he tweets, and all ministers and all the government officials, they tweet. So based on the tweet, the emotions are detected. There are three types of comments that can come. One could be positive, one could be negative, one could be neutral. So in any product also, when you see 5-star rating, 4-star rating, how it comes, so you will be giving the review of a particular product. Say I'm buying a product, I like it, so I put a positive comment. Maybe another person doesn't like, he gives a negative comment. Out of 100 comments, it will count how many positive words, how many negative, how many neutral. Accordingly, the ratings are being calculated. So again, so the trade review, it comes to 4-star, 3-star, or sometimes 2-star. It depends on the comment at the runtime. So there also we use AI application. It creates a set of words because ultimately a language is from dictionary. No word is out of dictionary. So the words like good, or it is worth buying, or very good, satisfied, happy. These are all the positive words. The words like, worse product and bad experience, I don't like it, not liking, all these are the negative words. Say some words like okay, it's fair, all these are the neutral words. So it will count all that. Accordingly, the ratings are being created. So that is called as a sentiment analysis. So that is also, it will change at the runtime. It is also one of the applications of AI. Then equip personal assistants. Just now we talked about Alexa or Siri or Google Assistant. Even you can effectively use your Google Calendar. Everyone in the mobile on your desktop only you will be, the home page only you will be getting it. Nowadays a calendar. So it gives you a lot of reminders to meet your deadlines, to accomplish your tasks. You can effectively use it. And you can involve a lot of travel applications, especially when we are traveling. Say always, most of the time we would have used some traveling services like Ola or Uber or anything like that. So there also they use dynamic pricing. The prices are not standard according to the peak hours, or maybe according to the traffic, according to the monsoon. It keeps on changing. Sometimes when you board it will show 300 rupees, when you get down it will show 350. How it is changing? Because they say there was a huge traffic which was unprecedented, fuel consumption was more, the driver got fatigued, so the prices are increasing. They give like that the justification, which we call it as dynamic pricing. So the decisions are taken at the runtime. So any decision when it is keep on changing at the runtime, then again there comes AI into picture. So all these applications in day-to-day life we are using. Social media or video games we talked about, navigation we talked about, and vehicle identification. Sometimes you are breaking the barriers, you are not stopping in the signals, or you are not paying the toll, your numbers are detected and it is captured and immediately you are fined. It is again AI coming into picture. One beautiful example I would like to talk about: agriculture. In Japan, they grow more cucumbers. They have a very big farm, in a farm, acres of land, and only they grow cucumbers. If they don't harvest cucumbers at the proper time, then it will be of no use, right? It will be rotten. So what they have done is they've installed cameras everywhere. They train the machine with different shapes of cucumber and the correct stage of cucumber when it has to be plucked. Okay, what shape it will be, what color it will be, what texture it will be, when it has to be, when it is ripe, and what is the correct time for harvesting. So they connected that camera with a robot. So the robot goes at the right time and it recognizes it is ready to eat, and then it plucks automatically and it collects in one place. So they were able to save at least 30% of the loss that were incurring in agriculture, or even the disease that are detected whenever we are growing some plants. Okay, so any anomaly, any difference that happens in the plants or the crops, it can be easily monitored and it could be prompted to the farmers so that they can take precautions, even the weather predictions and all. So in agriculture, AI plays a vital role. Now human beings stopped learning, so machines started learning. Earlier, what happened? We used to tell the machine what to do. Now the machine tells us how to do. We are giving, earlier we were writing the program. Now machine is writing the code for us. That is called machine learning. Machine learns from the user, machine learns from the data, machine learns from the experience, and it is giving us the solution. So just I want to touch upon what is machine learning. I think I have another 10 minutes. Or 15 minutes I'll extend. So is it enough if we have the question answer session only for last 15 minutes instead of 30 minutes, so that I'll be able to cover more topics?
I want to know whether the AIs are complex programs.
AI is a technology
Hello.
which is having multiple applications.
See, let's say if I want to use AI techniques in pharma industry. See, most of the right now attendees are which is from the pharma line, from the finance line, and I'm from pharma, for example. I'm a scientist, and I want to use this technique for pharma products, like when the impurities form, when the product becomes out of spec, all what conditions it should be stored, So what type of program should be written and who will be the right person to write the program? What type of inputs will be required? So can you please give some lights on that?
Sir, very nice question. Interestingly,
Thank
we
you.
have completed a project with our pharma college. Indira is a group of institutes where we have management, arts and science, pharmacy, engineering college. So I, along with my colleague from pharma, we did a project especially for this scheduling. So when I think you know it better, like whenever the medicines are manufactured, it undergoes various conditions, the testing, right? It goes with different zones also, with different temperature also, and with different duration also, right? We wanted to create an alert system, right? So if this is the duration is 3 months, so before the third month completion, we have to generate an alert that this medicine is ready for testing. We have to test the strength of the particular medicine. Or if the alert is for 6 months, the stability test. So the stability test warning was given.
Yes.
That is one of the examples that we used AI. Second example is even the drug discoveries. Okay, all the drugs that are getting manufactured.
Yes.
Normally
Yes.
we
More
test with
I'm
some
interested
animals.
in drug discovery only. Yes.
Yeah. So normally we test such medicines, before and after. We use normally first animals we are testing, and then we call some people, clinical trials, we take it. So what are the reactions of that medicine before giving and after giving, right? Before trial, after trial. So that you want to compare. You can't conclude with one or two people. So you will have to take the clinical trial of different age group and different, genders and different monsoon, and with different category of people having some allergies and this and that, like all possible combinations of clinical trials, we will take it, right? What are the reactions of that? Even for that we are using. So healthcare industry is number one, which is using AI for all such applications. Yeah. And even the medical imaging. Earlier, we used to take the X-ray film. We have to go to the doctor and they use that X-ray machine reader, and there he scans and tells us. Now, if you just upload your X-ray image in an application, it will tell you where exactly your tumor is located and what is the size of it, what is the depth of it. All the three-dimensional view of your tumor is exactly located, and a robotic surgery is happening. Robots are only doing the surgeries, right? So how it is exactly locating the tumor and how it is removing it, how the stitches are made, it is again a miracle. That is again a part of AI, right? So these are all the various applications that we are talking about. Am I clear, sir?
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now we come to the second part. That is, I want to throw a light on machine learning and deep learning. So these are all the different ways through which we were learning. We are listening to someone. Now you're all listening to me very patiently. Really, I admire your patience and participation. And then through books also, through some experiments also, say experiential learning, experimental learning, observations. These are all the different ways. Social media learning. We all were learning. And here's some exchange, like barter system. I teach you maths, you teach me accounts, something like that. So this is how we were learning. Now the wide aspect or superset is called as artificial intelligence, which we discussed so far. What is machine learning? Machine learning is a subset of AI. Okay, so it enables the task with experience. Okay, a statistical technique is applied in the machine learning. We are making the machine to learn itself from the environment so that the machine understands it, and then the machine is trying to incorporate the understanding. I'll tell you an example, like in the, what do you call, just now I talked about cucumber example. It will first understand, the machine will be trained with 1500 types of cucumber, various shapes it will be. Some will be short, some will be long, some will be ripe, all conditions it will be trained first, so that if I give one sample, it will be able to make out in the 1500 which type it is. Then it will match, and then it will do the harvesting process. So that is how the machine learning, it is learning from the training, and then it is tested properly, and then it is used for some predictions. The third important set is the subset of machine learning is deep learning. Deep learning is going more deeper into the learning. We can call it as a feature extraction. Now I would like to give an example. See, I have an apple, I have an orange. Okay, so based on the color, the machine identifies whether it is apple or orange. Everyone knows there are three primary colors: red, green, and blue. Based on the combination, it is varying from extreme white to black. Based on these combinations, all the other 256 colors are generated. So if it is of reddish in nature, the machine will understand it is apple. If it is of orange in nature, the machine will understand it is orange. So classifying apple and orange is a machine learning. Okay, please understand. Then what is deep learning? If I give an orange to a machine, it will tell you what sort of orange it is from which origin, and how many days old it is, and when will it perish, what are the nutrients of it, okay, what sort of soil condition in which it was cultivated, okay, and what can be the approximate price of it depending on the country's economy. If all these things are able to predict by a system, the parameters, whatever I said now, they're called as features. So based on the features, the system is able to extract more accurate, more deeper information. Then it is called as deep learning. So that is the major difference between machine learning and deep learning. There are four major operations that are happening in machine learning. One is prediction, which we already talked about, right? The temperature prediction, weather prediction, rainfall predictions, and all that. So how it happens? See, if I have 20 years data, first 15 years are given to the machine for training. Then next 5 years are given for testing. For example, 2001 to 2020, I have my observed data. I observed what is my weather forecast, or for what is my weather data. In that first 15 years, I'll give the machine to learn the pattern. Then last 5 years, I'll ask the machine to predict. Anyway, I have my original data. What I will do, I will ask the machine to compare the original data and the predicted data. If the difference is more, that means the machine is inaccurate. Till the machine is becoming equivalent, like the original data and the predicted data with a marginal difference. Marginal means it can be some 98% accuracy or 99% accuracy. No machine can give us 100% accuracy, right? So till it becomes accurate, the predicted one and the original one, the training is being continued. So once the machine reaches 98% accurate, then the machine has learned completely. So we have trained with 15 years data, we tested with 5 years data. Now the machine has the capacity to predict for 10 more years or 15 more years or 20 more years. This is what happens in prediction. Second is classification. Say a botanical example I would like to give. There is a flower called iris. It has three categories. So it is called as setosa, virgintina, and versicova. How it is classified? Based on its petal length, sepal length, petal width, and sepal width, 4 parameters. So if the parameters of that particular range, then it will be classified as type 1, type 2, type 3, or even thyroid, for example. So we classify as hypothyroid or hyperthyroid based on some parameters, or even our diabetic, right? We have some levels of that glucose, and if it is above 6 or 6.5, then it is pre-diabetic, post-diabetic, and extreme diabetic, insulin, things like that. So that is what classification problem is. Then clustering. So in clustering, we don't train the machine, rather the machine will identify the similarity in the objects and it will group it on its own. For example, I have a basket of shapes. A basket, in that lot of shapes. A triangle I have, a rectangle I have, a circle I have. Then based on the similarity in the sizes, it will keep the rectangle separately, triangle separately, and the circle separately. That is called as clustering. Based on the shape, size, texture, color, it is segregating it automatically. That is cluster. And the fourth important is association, the relation between the data. Simple example, when you go to a market, they do normally the market basket analysis. How this malls concept came into picture. The Walmart, they did a study of market survey. Normally in US, unlike us, they put off their mobiles, they enjoy with their family on weekends. They don't attend any calls. So they observe the pattern of the people. Where are they going? So first they were going to a grocery shop buying some items, and then they went to a fruit shop, they bought something. They went to some garment shop, they purchased something. Then the person thought, why don't we have all at one particular building on different floors? So when the people enter, they can do the shopping of everything and they can go. So then the model was successful. Then we incorporated it here in India. Then there comes your Reliance malls or Phoenix malls or DMarts and so other things. So they observed the buying pattern of the people, and they also observed, if you see in DMart, any DMart you go in the entire country, the shelves organization will be same. They try to understand the customer behavior there. The people who are buying milk, they're also buying cheese. The people who are buying cheese, they're also buying butter. The people who are buying butter, they're also buying bread. The people who are buying bread, they're also buying jam. So this is the buying pattern. There is a strong association between milk and bread. There is a strong association between bread and jam. There is a strong association between bread and cheese. This is called as market basket analysis. When they go to a market, we have to analyze what is there in the basket, and accordingly we should ensure that we are filling certain items in the basket. Even in DMart, when you observe, when you go to the billing section, near the counter, there will be some items like chocolates, tidbits, and this and that. At the final moment, also, you pick up something from the billing near the billing counter, the items, and you put it in your basket. So again, that is the customer behavior and consumer behavior and the perception, how the people, the buying pattern and their mindset and their psychology they analyze. So this is called as association. So these four are the major tasks done by the machine learning: prediction, classification, clustering, and association. Now, coming back to our machine learning, instead of we are driving the machine with algorithms, we are just asking our requirement. The machine is writing the software for us. Where writing a software is a bottleneck for us. Now we are not writing software. We just tell the computer to program itself to make the decisions. Yeah. So we can say that the machine is detecting the pattern of the data, and then it is creating the algorithms and it is doing a method. I'll give you this example, will be simpler for you to understand. So in the earlier days, we were giving the data, we were giving the program, the machine was giving the output. Whereas in machine learning, we give the data, we just say what output we want, whether we want association, we want classification, we want clustering. The machine is giving you the model. So the machine is writing code for us. We give our requirement. This is our requirement. This is our data. The machine is giving us the model. This is called as machine learning. I hope I'm able to convince you all better what is machine learning. Any queries? Any queries?
No, madam.
Is it going good?
Only one. Yes,
Yes, sir.
only one question. I mean, if for my
Yeah.
this I admire this machine learning technology, but I don't think that a fresher should be handed this. Na? Like,
Certainly, sir. Yeah, certainly.
yes,
And 100% we
that will
cannot
have a
trust.
drop. Yes,
Yeah, 100% we cannot
100% we
trust
cannot
any
trust.
technology.
Mm,
Always human
mm,
intelligence is above all. So no machine
above
can
all.
replace human intelligence. And second is there is a manual intervention required to check the accuracy
Yes,
of the results. And no
accuracy.
machine is
Yes.
100% perfect. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
But then again, the world cannot run without this technology now today.
Yes,
That
yes,
that is
yeah.
also so.
That is also true.
Okay.
Correct,
Yes.
correct.
Mm,
That is true.
mm.
So these are all some of the applications which we already discussed: the face recognition part, the maps part, the traffic, how it is predicting, and then the dynamic pricing of Uber, right? The machine learning applications, voice agents and all that, the Netflix, and then the dynamic pricing, how it increases. Yeah. market trends, your stock market predictions. We talked about the big data, we talked about machine learning, we talked about deep learning. Right. So these are all other examples. The chess game we discussed, it is a machine learning. A poker game is a machine learning. Like snake and ladder, which we used to play in our childhood, that is a machine learning. Autonomous cars, driverless cars is a machine learning. Medical diagnosis systems, robotic surgeries, image analysis, robotic parking, excuse me, voice assistants, Netflix. Again, in Netflix, in between it was incurring a huge loss. How to generate the revenue or increase the business of Netflix? It's a beautiful case study. They started analyzing the pattern of the viewers, which country they belong to, which demography they belong to, what gender and what genre do they like. See, normally in South, if you see, the movies are of similar pattern, right? Mostly of family sentiment or some fight scenes, and hero will be the most supreme hero, unimaginable. In one finger he will lift the train, right? In five fingers he will catch the bus. All gimmicks he can do. That is how the South movies are examples, right? Whereas in North, more realistic people, and it is not too emotional but very practical, right? So depending on the demography, the genre it changes. Even nowadays the albums, if you see, earlier for the lyrics the importance were given more. Now it is all the music, which is the beats that are surpassing your lyrics. The beats should be good, then the second priority goes to the lyrics. So Netflix started analyzing what sort of movies people are downloading frequently, and how long they are watching, and which movies are frequently watched, which kind of people. All this analytics they did, and accordingly they started promoting region wise. So then they were able to attract more customers and the revenue has doubled. It's only because of data analytics. We have multiple analytics: prescriptive analytics, descriptive analytics, okay, diagnostic analytics, and so on. Of course, it will be a long topic. And I talked about this character recognition as well. When we go to China, how to do, see, this is again a translator's job. Any font or a letter, an alphabet which you don't understand, which is in a foreign language, you just capture it and it will be able to easily translate in the language that you want it. So these are all the different types of machine learning. One is supervised, one is unsupervised, one is reinforcement. I talked about clustering. I hope you all understand. So clustering comes under dimensionality reduction. Okay, just we will leave that. Clustering comes under unsupervised. Unsupervised means we are not training the machine. Machine is learning itself by seeing the pattern of the data. As I talked about, based on the size, based on the color, based on the texture, it will classify the data. That is clustering, and it is unsupervised algorithms. In supervised, we have to train the machines, like classification. I talked about the weather prediction. We have to train the machine for 15 years. So next for 5 years, it can be tested. Next 20 years, it can be predicted. So classification. And then regression. I think you all are good in statistics, you know. The height, the experience, and the salary. So as the person's experience grows, his salary increases, right? So if he is of 5 years, he will be getting some amount. If he is 10 years, his experience, his salary increases. If he is 15 years, then his salary increases. So it is a linear growth. So if he is 20 years, what will be his salary? So somewhere it will be here. So we are able to predict the salary based on his experience, which is a linear regression. So such kind of problems, we call it as supervised learning. The third one is learning from the experience, like robotics. Hit and try, the heuristic we learned about. And most of you would have used chat GPT or something. Of course, that is going to be a different session altogether. I can teach some courses on how effectively we can write prompts and what kind of prompts that can be useful for cost accountants like you. There is a huge science behind it, prompt engineering. We call it as how to write prompts, how you can increase your productivity. Okay, and that entire technology is called as generative AI. So later, maybe after a month or so, whenever if you allow me, I can take another session on AI tools, which will increase your productivity. There you all can attend through your laptop. Step by step, I'll tell you can execute also. then you will be able to write your own prompts and you can reduce your administrative work, your documentation work. So I can do that maybe after a month or during my summer vacation or so. So what I'm trying to say, in reinforcement learning, whenever you give a correct answer, it will be rewarded. Whenever you do give a wrong answer, it will be penalized. So it is learning from the environment. See, normally when we want to learn a bicycle, somebody would have taught us, many times would have fallen down. So from that mistake, we are learning, we don't commit again. So that is what reinforcement learning. These are all the core concepts of machine learning. Yeah. So these are all the industries already. I think we discussed about machine learning, self-driving cars and all that. Yeah. So these are all the different case studies. We can use machine learning in healthcare for disease predictions and all that, and sales also for discount offering and demand forecasting. For credits and insurance, we can use for fraud detection, claims prediction. In automation, we can use it, a pilotless aircraft or drones and all that. In social media, we can use for sentiment analysis. We discussed that. Even digital marketing, we can use. We talked about microservices, personal recommender system, and things like that. In marketing, it is cross-selling, upselling, predicting the lifetime of a customer, and customer churn prediction. Churn is again buying pattern. I would say why a customer is keep on churning. I like this product. I like, some people are brand conscious. They wear only Peter England shirts. They wear only Puma shoes, something like that. So is keep on churning that brand. So how that brand thing get into their mind? Again, it is consumer behavior. So that also we can predict it. So these are all the case studies related to machine learning. So deep learning I just talked about, right? Okay. So I think we'll stop here. So normally in deep learning, any image if you have, it is not only capturing the image, the text inside the image is also translated. If you see, this is the image given as an input. There is a text in the image that is also getting mock in some language. It is mock, and here it is translated to dark. Chocolate, it is translated to chocolate. So the image is, within the image there is a text that is getting translated. One of the example of Google Translator. I would request all of you to install Google Translator and feel this experience of translating an image or a text or converting from one language to another language. Google has established a separate company called DeepMind only for deep learning projects. So whatever apps you are using, whether it's YouTube or Maps or Translator or Calendar or Drive or Docs, all these apps are deep learning applications. So Google uses deep learning. The company name is DeepMind, right? So there are a lot of case studies. Of course, it will be never ending. So the impact of AI is in all aspects, whether it is healthcare or whether it is in our day-to-day life. If you see in banking also, for debit collections, we can use chatbots. Nowadays, any bank app you open, there is a chatbot popping up, right? It is also again programmed one, AI powered apps, predictive analytics, how the people are spending, where they're investing. The moment your FD is matured, you get an email. There are n number of people sending you messages for investments, how it is coming. Again, there comes the analytics, and they see your spending pattern, when you are getting salary, where your maximum investment goes, whether you are spending on online shopping or in travel. Accordingly, the microservices follows you in banking. So these are all the various applications wherein we use AI, right? Okay, in supply chain and logistics also we can use and we can track where the goods are available and how long it will take, how the warehouse arrangements are. So the time can be saved in all those places. So any industry you name it, we have AI as a part of it. For enhanced safety also in warehouse also. Earlier in transit, we used to lose the goods, or the driver will say tire puncture ho gaya, and breakdown ho gaya. Now you can monitor physically where the vehicle is, at what speed is going, where he stayed, everything. It can be monitored in a controlled environment. So a lot of cost and effort and things can be saved. So So with this, I would like to conclude my session on AI. Just to recap, we covered initially what is AI, what is intelligence, and what are AI problems and what are AI applications, and a lot of live case studies we discussed. And then we talked about machine learning and what are the different types of machine learning and what are the applications of it. Then I've thrown some light on deep learning. So these are my contact numbers, and in future, any sessions, any requirement, you can get back to me. You can reach out to me with your queries. Please take a screenshot of my mail IDs. Anytime you can write to me. And thank you, Sagar sir, and thank you, CMA chapter of both Pune and Vadodara and Ahmedabad for giving me this beautiful opportunity to interact with the galaxy of professionals. And really, it's a wonderful experience. I'll come up with more examples relevant to your pharma industry and your cost accounting systems when I address you in the next time. Thank you so much. Hope it was useful.
Yes, very useful. Very useful.
Yeah, any feedback? I'm open to. So I request everyone to please switch on your videos so that I would like to take screen capture as a memory of this session.
Ma'am, I have a question. I have
Yes.
a question.
Yeah, please.
I have a question. See, ma'am.
Please.
First of all, it was a very interactive section and a very educative session.
Thank you.
So now the examples you took were also very helpful. Only one thing I need to inquire. Suppose
yes, sir.
See all this information of machine learning that has been provided and that contains in a database. But now, if something new, let's say I am right now I am in Jamshedpur. The Jamshedpur chapter discovers something new. Then who should I contact to implement this feature? When I mean I have to contact a software developer or an AI consultant, yes, so that if I research something, that has to be I want to show it to the world.
Okay,
and
so for that, yeah, see, nowadays there are a lot of SMEs available, subject matter experts groups and blogs. Okay, and there is a concept called GitHub. GitHub is a repository, yeah, wherein we upload all our applications and anybody can contribute it. They can download it. Even if your software is not functioning properly, you can upload it and you can ask for the request. And so such people, then a lot of techie groups are also available. So there's one way through which you can reach out to the people, number one. And number two is you can develop in a format of a mobile application and it can be uploaded in the Google Play Store. And later, in order to bring it to the notice of the public, some small advertisements that you can create about your app and that you can post it on Insta, and you know who will be the stakeholders of your application. Right. And the third important is digital marketing plays a vital role here. You can create your advertisements and the needy people, right? And there it can be popped up as a small advertisement in their apps. For example, now we are using Google Pay. Whenever you transfer the money, you're getting some rewards. Earlier we used to get some money back, 10 rupees, 5 rupees, 15 rupees, like that. Whereas nowadays you see they're giving some vouchers, gift vouchers of this, that you scratch it, you get this. So with that voucher we go and approach sometimes the concerned vendors. So this is one of the marketing strategy. Or whenever you're using some apps, like you want to scan something, right? So that time some advertisement comes. Nowadays people use the GPS enabled camera application, because in colleges it is compulsory. Whenever we do a seminar, when we click a photo, we want the location of it and the date and time of it. It is very mandatory for evidence, right? So the GPS camera application, the moment you open it, there are some advertisements coming in. So like that, the digital marketing consultant you can hire, or there is a course separately available, sir, how you can make your app popular. So there, through that advertisements, you will get a lot of customers, and the people will come to know about your contributions.
Contribution. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Any questions? We have another 5 minutes. You can put it in the chat box, or you can unmute and speak, all of you, if you have some questions. So it was really a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Such a wonderful session on artificial intelligence. It's a really honor for all CME community. You have spent your time and share your valuable knowledge with our community. Thank you so much once again, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, a small request. We need some practical based case studies on this. On this topic. So if you could help with us with the more practical, like chat GPT, even though we are using the chat GPT, but under chat GPT there are advanced feature how we can use in our day-to-day accounting practice, costing practice. If you could help us, our community, ma'am, it will be the more helpful to our or our
Yes,
members.
sir.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
is
We
the small
discussed with,
request.
yeah, it is just I discussed with Sagar sir also regarding the same thing. So today it was only an introductory session to understand about the technology, what we are using in the day-to-day life, to give an exposure to AI and ML. So another session would be only on AI tools. So in that there are two topics. One is generative AI. The other one is prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is an upcoming field. Though we use ChatGPT, many people they use ChatGPT similar to Google search, whereas both are completely different. How effectively you can use it so that you can get accurate results, and how we can utilize for your day-to-day work, how to get the extract the information from that knowledge base, how to infer the information from that particular knowledge base, all that we can do it. So the next session would be a demonstrative session where you all can work, use your laptop, and step by step I'll be giving the instruction. You can practice that. I'll give you some prompts, you can use those prompts, or I'll teach you some AI tools also. The generative AI tools, like you give the description, it will give you what you want. You want a presentation, it will give you a presentation. You want a website, it will give you a website. Or you want a blog, it will create a blog. So such tools are available. Even I'm more interested in sharing with you. So that could be my phase 2 session, sir. Certainly I'll do it maybe after a month or so.
Thanks, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hello. I see Ravi Nara on behalf of the Endowed chapter. Thank you so much, madam, for the delivered wonderful presentation to understand the advanced knowledge of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science, and useful in the daily life for the networking, social media, and mobile applications. And also, I like to thanks to CMA Mir Vyas sir, Secretary of WIC, CMA Mahindra Bombay sir, the RCM of the WRC, CMA Uttam Bhandari sir for Chairman of the Ahmedabad chapter, CMA Priyank Vyas sir for Chairman of the Baroda chapter, and CMA Malpure sir for Chairman of the PCA chapters for the arranging the CP hours, and all other members and students for attending this CP sessions. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Really, it's an honor
Thank you,
for
sir.
me that
Thank
you
you,
all
madam.
invited in such a great forum and asked me to talk about it. Really, I'm honored. Yeah.
Thank you,
Any
madam.
queries? Any questions? Any questions?
No question now. Next session will be, I think, very eye opener because it's practical oriented. And
Yes, sir.
the way you presented, ma'am, I think we got fair idea that how the AI will be helpful in our cost and management accountancy. So now I think it's office. We'll close this officially. Thank you so much. Thanks all.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, and good night.
Thank you, madam.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Deepa ma'am, kindly close the session. Close the session.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.